Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? We back on the day. What's this? Meaningful Mondays. Back on the day, y'all. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? My name is Coach Johnson. For you guys who don't know me, I'm Coach Johnson. I'm the founder of MPCL, Mentoring for Basketball Changing Lives. Today we're gonna do mentor missions. We're gonna have an interview with Maddie today, one of the best rappers in Baltimore that I know of. You know, she's very young, so we're gonna get some questions out of her for real. How y'all feeling though? How y'all weekend been? Stick of the dawn. How you feeling? How you feeling? See you in here. Wait for some more people to come in here. But how y'all feeling though? Like, how y'all weekend been? It's been a good weekend for me. What I did this weekend? I'm outside. Like I ain't go outside with a crowd, but I rode my bike from my neighborhood. So that's me going outside. So that's what I did. But yeah, I did that. But yeah, we're gonna have an interview today. We'll ask some questions just to get a more feel of the music industry, how she started her music, start her music, just basic stuff like that, you know, so we can get to know her. Let's take a sec. It was alright. Yeah, I mean, my weekend was cool. It was hot, but it's cool. Saturday and Sunday was cool. It was cool. And then YouTube, they turned us off Friday. Like we had a whole session going on Friday, and they straight turned us off. Like I was hurt by that. I was really hurt. Like a whole session just got turned off because I guess they tried to say like Zion was like too young or something. I don't know, but you know, we be good. We gonna be here today. Hopefully, we don't get turned off. YouTube gonna be hating on us. We gonna try to get it in here for real. And yeah, we just gonna do it like that. And matter of fact, shout out to Stinker Butts and Young Elder too. They got a podcast called Raw Talk. So shout out to them. Definitely give a shout out to them for you on here so we can get them in there. What's up, man? How you feeling?
What's up? I'm doing good.
Feeling?
I'm doing good.
Good. That's good. How was your weekend?
It was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
All right, it was cool. That's cool. Well, welcome to Mentor Missions. This is Meaningful Mondays today. Today basically we're just gonna ask you some questions. Anybody that's in the comments, they're gonna ask you some questions too. They want to ask some questions. But we just go basically, you got an hour, we got the 4 o'clock. So if you want to talk about anything, you can either talk about, you can either give us you just basically describe yourself, who you are, you know, and then after that we ask you some questions. So, and then we ask you some questions at the end.
All right. Well, my real name is Madison, but I go by Maddie now, and I'm a 14-year-old rapper from the city.
I thought you was at least like 16, 17. Jesus. 14. Ooh, child. So what grade you in? Like 7th, 8th?
I'm at 8th. I'm going to graduate, go to 9th.
Oh yeah, congratulations. Oh yeah, so you like do something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. Oh, 14? Jesus. I thought you was at least like 16, 17.
No, I just moved different.
Yeah.
From kids my age.
Way different than other people. So yeah, that's different. That's different. So tell us about how you started rapping for real.
I never knew I was going to rap. Like, when I was my great grandmother, she passed away when I was like 6, 7, and my mother said I wrote a song for her. I always like instruments and stuff like that, like guitars and stuff like that, but I never really took rapping seriously. I would just play with it. And then it was when she passed away, and I guess I wrote a little song for her, and I showed it to my mom, and she said it was perfect. It had like the hook, the verse, and the hook, and then the other verse. And she like, it was crazy because I was only 7. And then I was like, wow, I never thought that I was going to be a rapper. I never thought this was what I want to do. Because, you know, when you're younger, you know, you always switch up what you want to be when you grow up and stuff like that. So at first, I was thinking about being a nurse because I love, you know, helping people and stuff like that. Then after that, I went to playing basketball. So it was always up there. But then that's when I turned 9. And I really started taking it seriously, like writing and stuff like that. Cause I just knew like I had my wow. And I also was going through stuff. I was getting older, and like writing always been like my escape from everything. So that's how I really started.
Hmm. So you say you started when you was like 7. Jeez, that's a young
Yeah.
age. When I was 7, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was just getting introduced into basketball probably. So yeah, when I was 7. How many? So tell us where we can find your music at.
You can find my music everywhere: Apple, iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, everywhere. Just put in Maddie9 and it'll pop right up.
And you only 14 and your music is everywhere.
Yeah.
That's dope right there. That's dope. A little more about how you grew up and how music was like, how you just knew music was that for you.
Well, how I grew up, like, I had an okay childhood. Everything was cool. I didn't grow up with no father or nothing like that. It was always me and my mother. So, she always supported me in everything I chose to do. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, growing up, it was a little hard, but at the same time, as you look at it, everything happens for a reason. But
Right.
growing up with music, like I said, I never thought that, music was going to be for me.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started writing and stuff like that. And then like at first, I was just like playing with it. I didn't really think it was nothing.
Just filling it out for real.
Yeah, and then I think my first song that I wrote was to Young M.A. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to my mother and I let her hear it. She was like, that's tough. So then that's when she recorded and she posted on her Instagram. At the time, I didn't have Instagram at the time because I was like 9, 10.
Mm-hmm.
So my mother was like posted on her Instagram. And then overnight, it got like 5,000 views. And I'm seeing that and I'm like, oh, I must really got it. I got something. So then I kept going. And then that's when I went to 5th grade. And we had a talent show. And I did a remix of the song, Cut It. Like, cut it, that song. But I made it about grades and it was real catchy. So when I did that and I performed it, my first performance ever, the kids love it. Like the whole year, that's all they talked about. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere with this. So after that, I just kept going and going. And it all paid off. So, it's good.
Wow. Yeah, starting at a young age, like 7, 8 years old, and like taking on with like your rapping career or any career at that young can basically like it can impact you to where so when you turn a teenager, like 15, 16, 17 years old, you can already know what path of career you on, whatever you want to do in life, like you really want to go into the rap industry, stuff like that. Because I know a little tiny bit about the rap industry because a young elder, like sometimes she like schooled me on it a little bit as well. But like I know that the rap industry is like it's kind of shady too. It got a shady part of it sometimes too. But like, tell me more about like the studio. How did you get like your first studio experience? More your studio experience. How hard was it to drop a song, to find the beat, like stuff like that?
All right, so one thing, it was so crazy. My first studio session ever, I wanted to say I was maybe about 12, 11, 12. And I went in there. And at the time, my producer, his name was Cheese. He was East. And I'm like recording. But then I realized like the microphone, it wasn't adjusted right. So then I fixed it. And then he was coming in there to fix it, but I fixed it already. So when he went in there, he like, he fixed it. And he like act like it's a big deal. And I'm just like, I fixed the microphone. He's like, no, cause like you're so young. And like I'm the type of person where I like to get things done. Like I go in there, I always been that way. I go in there, I do what I gotta do, and we talk later. Like, so I never been the type to like be shy or nothing like that. Like I go in there, I know what I'm doing. I go in there and I wrap it up. So I never had a problem with like the studio or nothing like that. And writing, that's why I always got writing because my mother is really good with poetry. And a lot of people on my biological father side, he's like, they write and like they rap and stuff like that. Like my cousin David, Dave, he was just shot and killed in January. And like he rap. So it was like, I got it. And I think it's just my style and how I am as a person for real. The rapping came with it. So I think that's just how it worked. And then when I write, some people, how they do it is they write and then they try to find a beat to match the writing. I'm different. How I do is I pick a beat. I like the beat. I'm going to write to it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But everybody's different. Like I know a lot of people that write the song and then look for a beat. But I just feel like it's a faster process or whatever. So.
Okay. So was he mad at you that you fixed the microphone?
He was happy because I was so young. And he was like, how did you know? And I was like, I just thought, something wasn't right because I couldn't hear myself like the mic and the headphones. So I'm like, something ain't right. So I just fixed it myself. And he was just like, you really smart. I always get that, like, you smart for your age, or I wouldn't think you this age and stuff like that. Because of how I carry myself. Like, I'm really different.
Yeah, I didn't think you
like,
right.
Yeah, like,
I was like,
I'm really sure for my age.
Like, you look like at least 16, 17. Just because how you act and the things you do, it's just way, way different. So I was like, oh, wow, she's 14. So tell us more about how you was in school, because you said you just 8th grade, you ready to go to 9th grade, right? Mm-hmm. So how was you looked at as in the 7th grade, 8th grade? Like, was you bullied? Because sometimes when people do stuff like rapping or play basketball because they tall or stuff like that, little stuff like that, how middle school get. They sort of bully that. So I looked up as like the popular person.
7th and 8th grade, no, I was popular. Ever since 6th grade, actually, because the 5th grade did talent show, so ever since 5th grade, every school I went to, I've been popular. Because it's just like with me, I'm the type of person that's like, a lot of people like to be around because of my vibes and my personality and stuff like that. But when I was younger, like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, them grades, I was a victim of bullying. I've got bullied and stuff like that. So like hurt people. So, as I got bullied or whatever and I got out that stage, like I didn't tolerate it no more and I started fighting back, it stopped. But then I started bullying others because of the feelings I was holding into my bullies. You know what I'm saying? So I started bullying others and it wasn't right. And as I got older, I started realizing it because my little brother, he was going through it. And I'm like, no, you got to stick up for yourself and all that. But it's like, I can't be telling you that when I'm bullying people myself. So, I had to stop and stuff like that. Like my mindset when I was in 6th grade and stuff like that, I was bullying people, I thought it was cool, but it's not. It's not good to put other people down because of what you're going through. And, nobody ever really sat down with me and told me that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I had to figure it out on my own for real. So, I stopped. And ever since then, I always had like, the popularity at school and stuff like that. The teachers loved me and stuff like that. So everything worked out well in school and things like that.
Okay, so, hold on. My camera missed. And my camera be doing stuff. So like you said, your teachers love you, just stuff like that. So when you perform at the talent show, because I remember you say you performed at the talent show and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, how did you feel? Did you get like stage fright? Like, was you a shy person, or like was you the type of person that wait and feel the vibes? Was you like, because there's different people that when they rap, because some people they get scared, they had to look at that phone and be like with the microphone and look down, or did they look up? Like, how was you like with your first time performing? I mean, I don't know if it was a performance. I don't know if it was either it was either the talent show or whatever. But your first time performing, how did you feel? Like, what was different? Like, what was different?
So my first time ever, I would say, so at the time my grandfather was he was managing me before he got mental health issues, stuff like that. He was managing me, and like he set me up with this man. That he wanted to talk to me about the music and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, so I meet the man. He like rap something, and I'm sitting there like, because like nobody ever told me before like spit, you know. So he told me that, and I'm like, I'm just looking at him all crazy. So I was like, that was a bad first impression, you know. So that's when we got in the car, and my mother laid me out. Like she let me have it, and she was saying how like it wasn't her being rude. Now she was just saying how if I really wanted to do it, then I need to do it. Saying like if somebody tell you to freestyle rap, she was like, you need to do it. She was like, you need to stop being scared. This is really what you want to do. And then she's like, because this is not really what you want to do, tell me now. Right? And I'm like, no, I really do want to do it. And ever since then, I ain't never been shy. I never like turned down a performance or nothing like that. You know, because it's like I know what people want to hear. Because I'm a kid myself. So like you just want to turn up, you want to have fun. So I know how to interact with my crowd and stuff like that. And I performed in front of grown-ups before, and I'll still get the same, you know, reaction out of everybody because that's just me as an individual. Like, you know, my personality, like I said, I can come around people and it's always good vibes. Cause that's just how I am. That's just how I was raised. My mother really, she like that too. So I personally, like, I think I get it from her for real.
Okay. I see. So, like, was you always the type person, like, because you know, and well, actually, you transferred into high school. So in high school, it's more of those like groups and like sections. I forgot how it is in middle school. It's so many years ago, but you know, I don't know if it was in middle school. It probably was. I think in my middle school, I was part of like the football team, the basketball team. So like I was like on a certain section. So like what I'm trying to say is, well, I was like, was you like a leader of a group? Like, was you like that certain one that everybody come to, everybody know, well, they go Maddie right there, or like, well, here she come right.
I never had one thing about me. It was definitely when I got in sixth grade. I always been the type where like I don't like nobody bossing me around. Like I can boss you around, but you're not gonna tell me what to do. Like that always just been me. You know, because my mom, she's an entrepreneur, she a boss herself. You know, so it's like, no, I'm not gonna let nobody tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of people come to me like you would have little kids. You know, when I walk in the hallway, even if I don't know them, they know me. They be like, "Oh, what's up, man?" They'll hug me, stuff like that. And now I'm a real cool person, so I hug them back, stuff like that. So yeah, but no, you can never catch me being a follower or following after somebody. Like even the group I am now, Titan, where we all support each other and stuff like that, you would never catch me like following after anybody. That's just not me. You know, I'm not gonna follow nobody. You gonna follow me. You can follow me, but I'm not following after you. I don't care who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna follow after you. That's not how I was raised. That's just not, I don't condone it myself. So I'm not gonna, no, I don't do that.
Right, follow somebody. Okay. Yeah, I feel you. Definitely because, you know, more of just like the younger kids like to follow after each other. Oh, because he's doing this, I'm gonna do this with him, and I'm gonna sit with him at this lunch table, and I'm gonna just do like this. And like, I mean, in middle school, I wasn't a follower, but like I was a tall person, so everybody knew me. Everybody knew where I play basketball or I play football. So it'd be their own basketball team sitting on one table, and their own football team sitting on one table, and you have you got your, you know, your Dragon Ball Z kids and your Nintendo kids and stuff like that. Like you had your own type of group. You feel me? And for me, I sat with, you know, with the athletics. In high school, it's more of basketball players. You know, the kids that don't really come to school. When they come to school, they be intoxicated of drugs, and then you got your little gamers over there. You got your nerds, and then you got your from school at JLTC. So like high school is way different than middle school. It's more of where you gonna place yourself at, how you gonna fit in. definitely don't try to fit in, you know, because all schools are the same. I would say public schools is like real crazy. I think you go to a private school, right?
I went to public school my whole life. I only went to private school for 2 years.
Right. So you basically understand the difference between a private school and a
Yeah,
public.
I bet private school definitely. I would say private school saved me, cause how I was moving in public school, it's way different than private school. Like in public school, you always gotta watch your back and stuff like that, because like people be jealous of you and everything like that. I was in a lot of stuff in public school, you know. Then in private school, it's more like you can just focus. You know, public school, you couldn't do that. You know, so definitely my mother took me out. You know, at first I really was mad at it, folks. I'm like, I don't wanna, you know, live that life, and you know, all the Caucasians, I don't want to be around them and stuff like that. You know, but then as I got around them and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, you know, it's cool. I liked it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't. At first, I didn't want that. But, you know, I'm happy that she did send me to private school, because private school definitely changed my perspective on a lot of things, life itself. So, yeah, I'm thankful for it.
And what high school you going to?
I was supposed to be going to I&D.
I&D? But
Yeah, but then it shut down. So 9 times out of 10, I probably go to Western or something like that. That was the only Catholic high school I wanted to go to. But now that that's down, you know, I ain't really, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out though. You know, it's hard by shutting down and all that. But 9 times out of 10, I probably go somewhere like Western, somewhere like that.
I mean, Western is a good school too, but Western have its fair share and what it want to do with people and how it impacts other people.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Let me see what else. So so your shows and stuff, right? And you getting paid and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. How does that feel? How does it feel to have like that fame and stuff like that?
It's cool.
Don't make you feel any different? Because like you just said, like you said earlier, using a group Tied In, right? I think I know Tied In, Jake, I know a lot of, I forgot everybody, but like Nelly the Dawn, I know them. Like I know they in the group. How do it make you feel? Like, because you know, how you basically not just in school, but you in the streets and you with Tied In, you feel me? And you with that different group. Like you said, you're not no follower, but you know, you just with them. You just like hang with them, y'all all rap, y'all do this and the third. And it's like, how did that make you feel? How does that fame towards
you? How I was even exposed to Titan, it was from Ty, my big bro Ty.
Mm-hmm.
And Ty, he always been a man of his word. Like when we first started talking or whatever, you know, he was just like, it was like a big brother and little sis type thing. The relationship we had, that's the bond we had.
Mm-hmm.
And it got deeper than that. Like I started talking to him. He like, well, I'm gonna push your career and stuff like that. And at first, I'm just like, oh, all right, cool, because you always have somebody say that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, all right, whatever. But he really stood on what he meant. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's in, you know, that group, somebody that I can say I trust, you know, 100%, it would be Ty before anybody. Mm-hmm. Ty, like, you know, he a man of his word. You know what I'm saying? I'll always respect Ty. But like, I don't want nobody to think different, because it's like Ty, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like some of us know what we want, and then the rest of us, it's just like they're doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I can't control what the others do. I can only control myself and how I move and what I do. But you'll never catch me in a situation that I can't get myself out of and not like that. Because like I said, I don't follow after nobody. You know, I'm myself. That's just how I was raised. Right. And you know, like none of that gang stuff or anything like that. That just never been me. You know, tight end, it's just like, as I look at it, it's just like my big bros and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm close to all of them, but like I'm real close with Ty, Star, and them. Like I know if I call them, you know, I need advice, they right there. You know what I'm saying? The rest of us, you know, it's just like they in it. So they all mad, my big bros. But like D and Braden and all them, like we close. So like it's whatever for real.
So like I see like Jake Foley, right?
Mm-hmm.
He in it, right?
Yeah.
How's that like? How did that come about? Because you know, excuse me, he real different. Like he out there. You know, he's pretty known. Like everybody know him. So like, how was that make y'all feel? Like, is he like the run of the group, or like how did that group all start about?
To be real,
mm-hmm.
If I would say anybody that pushes us to go hard, or pushes me to go hard as an individual,
mm-hmm.
I would have to say Ty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I see Ty music too. I see how Ty he be hustling. Like he really be grinding. He really like promote his music like every.
And it's like that's good because it's like, you know, Ty always like, you know, it's not even on some he hits you up when he needs you to promote. That's not how he is. It's like a type of way. Like if I accomplish something, he said, you know, he'll like text me something like that, telling me how proud he is and stuff. And it's like I got a big brother on my father's side, my biological father's side, and he not there. He not present. You know what I'm saying? So with Ty, it's like Ty is there. I call him, I know he coming. I call Star, I know he coming. Call D, I know he coming. You know, and everybody else, even my big bros is not inside. Like my brother Keith, Tay, DeAndre and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have it. I'm happy with the support system that I have. You know, because they promote my stuff like it's theirs.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like
right.
Ty too, he promote my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like people in Atlanta, I got friends in Atlanta because of Ty saying, you know, oh, you know, my sister Madison, you know what I'm saying? So he always support me. Like he's supporting himself. So it's not no like we just giving the attention to him, and then when we drop something, like, all right, well, she dropped something. You know, he promoted too. He always been a man of his word. I'll always respect Ty. You know, that's why I don't play. Like, I never let nobody talk slick out their neck about Ty or anything like that. Because, you know, it's respect at the end of the day. And that's just how it is. You don't got loyalty in this industry will eat you up. You got to have loyalty. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Forget love, trust, and all that. It's the loyalty. It's loyalty and respect. That's what you got to have. Wow. And a lot of people, that's why it's lasting so long, because they don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I mean, that's different. That's way different. You said loyalty is, if you don't have loyalty, it eats you up in this industry. Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I mean, like I said, I don't do rap, so I don't do rap. But it's more the simple factors, though. Like, I know you need to have loyalty, you need to have trust. You know, just to have built your circle, and sometimes not even your circle, but your direct people that you talk to, and it could be one or two people. You feel me? And it's like, I have my circle, I have my selective friends, you know, that I talk to about every day or every day, you feel me? But this is more the simple fact of without loyalty, like we don't have nothing, you know. And I really believe that. Like without loyalty, you got nothing. Because if you don't got loyalty, then you ain't got love and you ain't got trust.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely believe you on that way. Did you ever think about going solo, like making your own industry, or like branching out of Tied In and having your own industry?
Yeah. All the time.
Tell us more about that.
I would still stay with Ty and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all have that relationship with each other. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely start my own thing once I get up there. So like the kids that I see trying to get up there where I'm at, I can get them and I can bring them with me and stuff like that. That's what I want to do. I'm definitely going to do that. Like I always wanted to be my own person, what I am. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could ever tell you, well, Madison did this and did that, or she followed that. That's not me. So I'm independent. So it's like, you know, and even at the end of the day, even though I'm with Titan and all them, I'm still a solo artist.
Right.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a solo artist. Like, when the money comes in and all that, that's mine. My due dates, when I drop and stuff like that, that's mine. Like, some people in Titan, they have it like, they wait for somebody to come to them and be like, you need to drop your date. No. I'm the type of person where I get something, I'm gonna move how I want. You know, I'm gonna drop my album when I want to drop my album. I'm gonna drop a single when I want to drop a single. You know, so it's like, that's what you need. And I think that's why Ty respect me so much, because I'm young. And at the same time, my head on straight. I'm not like these other kids. Like, sometimes I'm rapping and then sometimes I'm not. Like, no, I know what I want to do. I know what my main focus is on. And I keep pushing. You know, it's like my mother, she a go-getter. That's where I get it from. Like, you can't be sitting around, nothing going to be given to you. You got to earn it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised, so that's just how I do it.
And I got some comments in our group chat. Some comments in the group chat. Wow. Some comments in the comment section. Supportive people and friends in your circle is so important. And then Mr. Mo also said, quality over quantity. That's a big one too. But so, like you said, you know, you're young and you're like 14 years old, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically like, what else do you do? Like, you know, because you're still young. So like, what else do you do besides rap? Like, is it you go outside, you play basketball, you go to the mall with your friends? Like, what else do you do besides music? Or is just music like the only thing you do?
No, I play basketball.
Oh, you play basketball too?
Yeah, I play basketball. I do all that stuff. But my main focus, I would say, is music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I got to make sure I get my part to that. Because I know I have a gift. As many times as I wanted to give up, and the time where I want to give up, something will happen. And it's telling me, like, keep going. So, you know, I got to keep going.
Right.
So it's like, it's no quitting. Stuff like that. So.
Okay. I'm going to got some questions for you too. Mr. Mo said, what impact do you want to have in the music industry? What legacy would you like to leave on?
I would like, if anything, I'm like, I look at my little brother all the time. You know what I'm saying? And when, you know, they listen to me, stuff like that, I just want kids to know it's more to music than just getting girls, shooting and selling drugs and all that. I want them to know it's like, it's more to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why my stuff is different. I don't just rap about the same thing. You can come to me for turn up songs. You can also come to me about, you know what I'm saying, stuff that you got going at home. You know, love, breakups. It's like I rap about everything. I just want to make sure that, you know, if something were to happen, I die, I just want to make sure that I've saved some kids' lives. You know, and like, you know, I got some kids out of some situations when they felt like they were stuck and they couldn't get out. You know, I mean, a word to me, if a kid could be like, you know, but I listened to her and she, you know, she helped me. Like, it's parents that come to me all the time, you know, be in my comments and stuff like that and be like, you know, thank you for helping my daughter, something like that. And that touched me because it's like, you know, I'm a kid, but I'm also changing kids' lives at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what I want to do. You know, I don't want to die and people be like, oh yeah, she was a rapper, but she ain't do nothing for her. So that's not what I want. I want to make sure when I get up there, you know, record my family straight and stuff like that, but also I get back to my community. You know what I'm saying? I want to make a change in the world. That's what I want to do. You know, that's exactly what I want to do. I don't want to just get the money and then move out of Baltimore. Like, no, I'm gonna always, stay here. I'm gonna always like give back to my community. Yes, I'm gonna move out because when you get fame, some people hate. So I gotta leave. I'm gonna leave. Like when I go to college, I want to go to Atlanta. I just gotta get out of Baltimore. But I'm gonna always be here and give back to my community, my family and stuff like that. People that supported me, and also support others. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, that's definitely deep because that's basically it's the same way I am. Like when I do my little program, Mentor the Basketball Changing Lives, and like this stuff we doing right now, YouTube and stuff like this, like this platform on YouTube and just platform actually being inside of a school is like me giving back to my community. I always had that passion to give back to my community because like I hate somebody that make it out of their own city but never give it back to the community, or they got all this money, like perfect example. Carmelo Anthony, he's from Baltimore, Maryland, and he gave back to his community. Like I think it's like a whole basketball rec named after him and everything. So that's a good example. But you got like, I don't know, I forgot. Like it's a lot of people. It's a lot of these rappers that just not get back to community, or they in that city and not even get to that community. Like how you gonna be in your city but not get back to your city? Like it's crazy. So I just love to give back to my community, make sure that my people is straight, that everybody that I know of is going to be okay, and like I can save some kids' lives, especially just like make it big. But yeah, that's for me. Some more questions. How would you feel as though if your mother wasn't like that? If your mother wasn't a go-getter, or would you believe you had the same hustle vision you do now?
Yeah, cause even though my biological father, we don't got that relationship that I want to have. He like that too. I think he learning. He with Marilyn Mosby and all them. So my background is full of go-getters. You know what I'm saying? I always been a type of person. If I want it, I'ma get it.
Right.
And I don't expect nobody to just give stuff to me like, here you go. I gotta work for it. When I was younger, a man told me once, he was like, if you don't work, you don't eat. And ever since then, he told me that, I probably was like 4. I'll always remember that. You don't work, you don't eat. And that makes sense. Because there's a lot of people out here and it's like, they not where they want to be at because they didn't work for it. You have to work for it. Like, my I just reached 3K followers last night. It's like I work for it. I hustle. I make sure that I drop my raps and stuff like that. And it's also about the connection you have with your fans, your supporters. You can't be a rapper. Some rappers are real stubborn and stuff like that. Like, that's not me. That's why I see people tell me all the time in the DMs, they be like, I seen you, but I didn't just want to come up to you because I didn't know how he's going to react. I'm like, I'm you. I'm human too. Don't let, money, or don't let the diamonds, or don't let what I talk about in my raps fool you. At the end of the day, I'm still human. So I will never think I'm better than anybody else. Because at the end of the day, we all human, we all make mistakes, we all have feelings. So I support people that support me all the time.
Yeah, that's definitely real. Like I like that. Definitely got support people that support you as well. What else? Hold on. My questions went off. Questions went back up. Okay, right, yeah. So, question again. If you could change one thing about the city, what would it be? And that's just, I didn't even know this myself. All right, what would you change in the city? You answer yours and I'm answer mine.
The violence.
The violence.
I changed the violence in the city. Because like I said, that's my only That's the only thing I'm scared for. Like my little brothers, I just pray they don't like follow, and I pray they follow in the right footsteps. You know, like I hope they get everything I've done. I hope my good outweighs my bad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know because of how, you know, what I was exposed to young and stuff like that, how it shaped me to be the person that I am today. That's why I'm not naive at all. You cannot get in my mind and make me do something I don't want to do. The peer pressure, stuff like that, I don't fall for nothing like that. You know, I'm not no dummy. A lot of girls my age, they're silly and they just go around not caring about what they, you know, do and stuff like that. That's not me. You know, I'm different. Like, I would never, because at the end of the day, I have an image. And how I move, I don't want nobody looking at my mother like, oh, that's your daughter. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody looking at her like, you raised that. You know, I got little brothers, they look up to me. I can't just be out here doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have an image. You know, my mother also, she has an image. I'm a reflection of my mother. So I gotta move different. I can't be moving like the rest of these people out here. You know what I'm saying?
So I definitely believe what you're saying. And for me, it would be the unity.
Mm-hmm.
It would be the unity because as you can see, you know, what we did, well, what was it, like 2 days ago? Saturday. Whereas though we did Saturday, and it's like we had all the people outside, even though we wasn't supposed to, but we had other people outside. Nobody got killed.
Right.
You know, nobody got killed. And it's just to the fact of we brung together. We all came together. So it's more to the effect of it's like if we can do that every day, and without getting killed or without having a big fight or this, that, and the third, we would be awesome. Like we would be straight.
Right.
Like, we would be straight. But it's just the more effect of our unity is messed up, like really, really bad. So I feel as though it would be our unity. Have you and this probably to be like the last question, but it's gonna be a little deeper question. You hear me?
Yeah.
So basically, as you know, like the violence and the killings and stuff like that, how do you cope with that to yourself? How do you cope with that? Your way.
Like stay from around it and stuff like that. Well, like I told you, my cousin D Dave, he was a victim of gun violence. And I didn't know, I never knew, like I always seen violence happening in Baltimore, but I'm always like, oh well, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really think about it how I think about it now until it really hit home. And it sucks it had to happen that way, you know? But when they killed him, I realized that this life is not how these other rappers make it seem. Like Baltimore is wicked. It's a wicked city. You know, I make sure I stay out the mix. I make sure I keep my circle small so I will never have to worry about my mom crying or anything like that. Like I can't do that. You know, so I just make sure I stay out the mix. You know, I make sure, you know, I don't start nothing, but don't get me wrong. I don't condone disrespect. You're not going to disrespect me and nothing like that. But I make sure, you know, I'm out the way and that, you know, I'm not in the mix with nobody because that's how things mess around and be happen. It only takes for someone to catch you slipping at one time. Once they catch you slipping at one time, that could just be it.
Yeah, I feel this. I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with you on that one. We got some comments. Stopping the violence is key. people need to feel safe. Definitely, it's a vision of giving back. Whether the what? Hold up. What is one thing you like to give back other than money? That's the first question, and then the second question is, what will be your vision of giving back? Whether that's the youth or everyone as a whole. That's a good question. And then Ms. Simone had a comment. She was saying, we are a community and need to come together and take care of each other instead of being divided. There's powers in numbers. That's different. Yeah. So yeah, basically, could you answer that question? What's one thing you would like to give back instead of money? And what will be your vision of giving back, whether it's the youth or everyone as a whole?
Giving back, it's not always about money. And I know that. Though money can change a lot of things. Money can make a difference, but at the same time, it also can make you different. I'm gonna make sure that my money, it makes a difference in the world, and it doesn't make me different as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a lot of people, they get money and they forget about everything. It's just like this and that. I'm not gonna do that. Yes, I have money, but you would never see me like flexing on the gram and stuff like that. That's not me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want nobody to think I have something that I don't have. You know, but I'm gonna make sure when I get back, I will start stuff, especially for the kids my age. You know, because I know how that is, and like I will also want to get back to the homeless. You know, I would want to, give food. I want to donate clothes to kids. You know, I want to give back. I just want to help the helpless. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to do. I just want to do that because I know that's what my cousin wanted to do. He can't do it now. Someone took that away from him. So now it's up to me. It's like, you got to do it. So now that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to stop until I do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I like that. I like that. What would be your vision of giving back, whether the youth or everyone as a whole?
My vision of giving back? My vision of giving back is like, for instance, for kids wise, my vision of giving back. Like, one thing when I grow up, like I said, if a kid want to chase their dreams or something like that, you know, I want to be that person where it's like, you know, I see that, I witness it, I'll get the kid and I'll like push them, you know, like Todd did with me. I'll push them to keep going, to go harder and stuff like that. So that way they can do it. I'm going to teach them how to move. So that way when they get older, they can do it, you know, and we're going to start new generations. I'm going to make sure that I change my city, you know, as I'm going to make sure I do that because a lot of rappers don't. You know, a lot of rappers, they don't care. Once they get it, once they cool and they got, going on what they got going on for themselves, they leave and they forget about everybody else. That's not going to be me. You know, that's why I move how I move. And that's why I'm on that type of grind that I am on today, because it just takes that one person to catch you slipping at the wrong time, and it could be over just like that.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Right. Miss Simone got this good question. What advice would you give to young people who struggles with peer pressure? Who let peer pressure get them off track?
Everybody's different. Everybody was raised different. You know, but I would tell them, me being 14, it's not cool. You should never make somebody make you want to change yourself. You should always never accept less. Know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Know what you deserve and stuff like that. Because you teach people, you tell people how you can be cheated. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this, young girls, myself, they put titles on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Without even telling people that they're that title. They put titles on themselves. Like if it's a girl walking around with booty shorts and stuff like that, and
Mhm.
you know, it's cold outside, it's like people gonna think like, oh, she's a thought. The world we live in is full of stereotypes.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it's like you putting titles on yourself. Don't do that.
Mhm.
You know, don't put no title on yourself because, you know, people will take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to show people how they should treat you by the way that you treat yourself. You have to care about yourself if you want somebody to care for you. Just
Mm.
like you have to love yourself in order for you to love somebody else.
Yes, I've been saying that for like the last past couple
You know what I'm
months.
saying? So it's like if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. You gotta have that self-love first.
Yes, that's yo. And it's so good that you said that because Miss Simone, Ari, Summer, me, Lamar, like the whole Horse Mouse had a whole like session about that. Miss Simone session. 10 o'clock in the morning, Horse Mouse MD on YouTube. She was talking about self-care and self-love. And I've been saying it too. But yo, if you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else? If you don't you don't even love yourself, you know, like how you expect to love me when you can't even take care of yourself? It's impossible, bro. It's impossible. You know, that's like this. That's like you try and get your mom out the hood, but you ain't got no job. Like how? How is it possible that you don't get your mom out the hood? What you just gonna hope? You know, hope can die. You know, you can hope for certain things, but I guess certain things you just can't hope for. So like I definitely said, yo, if you don't love yourself, you can't love no one else. And just to be like, you just gotta be yourself. Like, stop trying to follow the person, follow this person. Like, stop it. Like, that's what a lot of these rappers out here doing today. A lot of these bottom rappers, they trying to follow what the next rapper gonna do, or how the next rapper gonna drop this album, or when he gonna drop this album. Or they even be competing in front of each other in that face, like, or that support, who they so want to support. Like, yo, it's real crazy in this city, but you definitely gotta learn how to, you know, self-care, self-love yourself. Loyalty in the industry is one of the biggest things. You did say this in today. So that's one I like. That's one I like too. But yeah, definitely. That was definitely a good one. Definitely a good one. That's definitely a good one. That's definitely a good one.
Yeah.
Miss Simone said, impossible. Y'all are preaching this is good. Love yourself first.
Yeah, you have to love yourself first. That's everything.
Everything.
You gotta love yourself first.
So it is 3:54, right? And you know, for rappers, so they come on hit stuff. You know, I let people. I just be putting on just putting on a little something so they can give me a little freestyle. You up for a little freestyle for me, real quick?
All right, I can.
All right, let me read these comments real quick. I agree. Oh, where did it go? Oh, okay, it says. It says, I agree knowing your own individual because that will help you stand out regardless of anything. Wow. And then Mr. Simone said, wow, the fact that you're only 14, you are so wise. Please keep
Thank you.
going.
I appreciate it.
We need your talents, intellect in this world. We believe in you. That's
Thank,
that.
thank you.
Let me give you one of my favorite beats. Give you one of these. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see. All right, so yeah, I got it. Got it. Replay it. So you ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Hit that.
All right. Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Feel like I was just on another. Don't tell me that you love me when for real you know you don't. How did you say for L when things were left, you left me alone. I fell in love with Shorty, found out that I was sharing, but we're gonna be a woe. It's my fault cause I was caring. My new girl different, swear to God, she's nothing like you. Married now on her grind, there's no one like me. Remember all the secrets, girl, you told me that you kept it. I put my trust in people, found out they took advantage, hold on. Look, cheating, breaking hearts, I can't stand it. At the end of the day, I'm a dog. My guard always up, cause I gotta keep pushing. Everybody know, man, not keep pushing. I'ma get it on my own. I don't need no help. Shorty try and love me, but she need to love herself. Do this for the ones that love me and my family too. Everybody know I'm up. Next, y'all been new. While out.
Yo, that's tough. Yo, she tough. Yo, you tough, bro. Yo, you tough. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, that's tough. Yo, that's tough. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you 14. Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. Yeah. Yeah, I had to check you out for a second. I had to check you out. Oh, yeah, it's cool. Oh, yeah, I like that. So, yeah, tell us again, where we can find your music at?
My music everywhere at Maddie9, MADDYNYNE.
Yeah, yo, and look, if y'all want to hit her up on Instagram, I tagged in the post. You can look at my Insta story. I'm gonna go ahead today. I'm dropping out another 10 businesses out today. So gonna look out. So I'm definitely gonna promote your business too. So yeah, we definitely ready to get her up. Yeah, cause she fire and she 14 and she dope. So thank you for coming on here.
No problem. I appreciate it.
Good luck in high school. Congratulations on graduating 8th grade. So yeah, fine, yo.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Man, look, we had another great session. We had Maddie on here. She gave us a little freestyle. She dropped some jewels on us. Y'all crazy. Let me look at these comments. Yo, Coach DJ. Lamar said, how do you expect to love anything or anyone if you don't love yourself first? Definitely. Self-love is the best love. It's definitely Mr. Simone. It's the best. Kamari said hi. What's up, Kamari? Coach DJ on the ones and twos. Y'all so funny. So good, Madison. Yeah, yo, she killed it, yo. She killed it. So we had another great session today. Thank y'all for coming out, looking at us today. We can join again this Wednesday coming up, working Wednesdays. If you might have any homework you want to do, I know it's by the end of the school year, but anything like career, job, anything I want to talk about, just let me know. I'll get y'all on here. And yeah, we can do it like that. So see y'all again this Wednesday. Same time, same place, right here. Have a good day.